Good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's class. The focus of today's class will be backbends. So if you'd like to get started in the opening Shavasana by just gently coming to a lying position on your mat, allowing your feet to draw towards the edge of your mat. As you gently lie back, allowing your arms to come away from your body. Your palms are facing upwards. Gently bring your eyes to close as you settle your body and mind on your mat for your practice this evening. Taking a deep inhale and sighing your breath out through your mouth. Deeply inhaling and sighing your breath out. Letting go of any stress and worry from your day. We'll integrate a count into our breathing this evening. We'll do a few rounds of box breath. So just gently exhale, completely emptying your lungs. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Continue with your box breath for the next few minutes, allowing your body and mind to settle as you arrive on your mat for your practice. Bring your awareness back to your body, wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, moving your hands and feet. Gently rock your head from side to side. Resting your head back at center. Keeping your legs extended. Join your feet together on your mat. Inhaling to reach your arms over your head. Exhale, release. Gently bend your knees and roll over to your right hand side. Taking a couple of deep breaths here. Gently make your way to a comfortable seated position at the front of your mat. Keeping your eyes closed and drawing your hands together at heart center. Thanking yourself for arriving here on your mat this evening. You might want to dedicate your practice to someone. Bowing your head towards your hands. Open your eyes. Namaste. To begin today's class, we'll gently warm up the shoulders. So place the palms of your hands on the tops of your shoulders and make forward circular motions with your elbows. Breathing deeply. And the other direction. Gradually making the circles wider. And exhale, release, dropping your hands back down. Gently inhaling to raise your arms up over your head. Joining your palms, looking towards your thumbs. Exhale, release, dropping your hands back down, allowing your spine to curve as you draw your chin towards your chest. Inhaling to raise your arms up over your head, looking towards your thumbs. Exhale, release, dropping your hands back down, chin to chest, feeling a nice curve in your spine. And exhale, release, back to center. We'll now move into eagle arms. So placing your right arm in front of you, hook your left elbow under your right elbow and try and join your palms together. From here, lift your elbows towards your forehead and push your forearms away from you. Breathe deeply. This time, release and wrap your right elbow under your left elbow. Again, lifting your elbows towards your forehead and pushing your forearms away from your body. Breathing deeply. Exhale, release, dropping your hands down. And you can make your way to a kneeling position on your mat. From here, shifting your right leg straight out to the side with your toes facing forward. Drop your left hand to your mat. Inhaling to raise your right arm over your head and spiral your chest towards the sky. Breathe deeply into your right side body. Inhale, gently come up, placing your right hand on your right knee. Inhaling to raise your left arm over your head. Exhale, folding a little bit out to the right. Breathing deeply into that left side body. Exhale, release, dropping your hand back down and raising your right arm, spiraling your chest towards the sky. Breathing deeply. Inhale, gently come up, joining your knees together. Shifting your left leg out to the side. Dropping your right hand to your mat. Inhaling to raise your left arm as you spiral your chest towards the sky. Breathing into that side body. Inhale, gently come up, left hand on left knee. Inhaling to raise your right arm. Exhale, folding out to the left. Breathing deeply. Exhale, release, dropping your right hand down, raising your left arm. Breathing deeply into that left side body. Inhale, gently come up, join your knees together, and you can sweep your legs behind you, coming into tabletop. Moving into a couple of cat-cows. On an inhale, lifting your spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, as you drop your tailbone, drawing your chin towards your chest. Exhale, dropping your belly button, lifting your tailbone, opening your chest. Inhale, spine up, rolling vertebrae by vertebrae, dropping your tailbone, drawing your chin towards your chest. Imagining you're pushing the floor away from you. Exhale, dropping your belly button, lifting your tailbone, opening your chest. Exhale, neutral spine. And from here, making your way to extended child's pose by joining your big toes, shifting your knees out, and sitting your bum towards your heel, melting your chest and forehead towards your mat. Take 5 deep breaths. With each inhale, lengthening. Feeling your breath move up and down your spine. Gently come back up to tabletop. From tabletop, tucking your toes, keeping your knees bent, lift your hips into downward facing dog. Gently pedaling your feet here to stretch your calves and your hamstrings. Deep breathing. Gently making baby steps, walk your feet towards your hands at the front of your mat. Keeping it bent into your knees, fold your upper body, resting your belly on your thighs. You can grab opposite elbows and allow the crown of your head and your elbows to become heavy. Breathe deeply. And inhale, gently make your way to a standing position. at the front of your mat. As we prepare for the sun salutations, connect to your breath. Inhale, raise your arms. Exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, palms on your shins, sending your chest forward. Exhale, palms down. You can step or jump your feet back. Lower your knees to your mat, keeping your hips in the air. Bend your elbows to lower your chest and chin. Inhale, slide your chest forward, opening your chest, low cobra. Exhale, moving through tabletop, lifting your hips, downward facing dog. Deep breathing here, spreading your fingers on your mat, remaining strong in the shoulders as you lift your sit bones towards the ceiling. Deeply breathing. Looking between your palms. Inhale, stepping your feet forward, halfway lift, palms on your shins, sending your chest forward. Exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhaling, raising your arms. Exhale, release. The second round of sun salutation A. Inhale, raise your arms, joining your palms above your head, looking towards your thumbs. Exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening your spine, opening your chest. Exhale, palms down, step or jump your feet back. Bending your elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe deeply. Distributing the weight evenly between your arms and your legs. Focusing on deep breaths. Relaxing your neck. Looking between your palms. Inhale, step your feet forward, halfway lift, lengthening your spine, opening your chest. Exhale, fold forward. Inhaling to raise your arms, looking towards your joined thumbs. Exhale, release. Take a deep breath. Sun salutation B. Inhale, bend your knees, raising your arms. Exhale, fold forward over your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, sending your chest forward. Exhale, palms down, step or jump your feet back. Bending your elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your right foot between your palms. Your right ankle and knee is in line. Your left leg is straight and engaged, raising your arms. Feel the grounding of both your feet as you reach out through your fingertips. Exhale, palms down, stepping your right foot back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left foot between your palms. Keep that right leg engaged as you raise your arms, warrior one. Breathe deeply. Exhale, release, framing your left foot, stepping your left foot back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing deeply here. Keeping your spine nice and long. Relaxing your neck. You can look towards your knees or your belly button. Breathe deeply. Inhale, step your feet forward, halfway lift, sending your chest forward, lengthening your spine. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, bend your knees, raising your arms. Exhale, release. Take a deep breath and make your way to a wide-legged stance as we move into the standing asanas. Both your feet are facing forward. Feel the grounding of both your feet on your mat. Triangle pose, Utthita Trikonasana, turning your right foot out 90 degrees. Turning your left foot slightly in as you raise your arms to shoulder level. Inhaling, leaning out to your right hand side. Exhale, fold over your right knee, keeping your right leg as straight as possible as you place your hand on your shin or ankle and raise your left arm towards the sky. You can look towards your left thumb. Feel the grounding of both your feet. Length in that left arm. And breathe deeply. Lengthening your inhales and exhales. Inhale, gently come up, turning your right foot in. Take a deep breath. Turning your left foot out 90 degrees. Turning your right foot slightly in. Raising your arms to shoulder level. Inhale, lean out to your left hand side. Exhale, hinging from your hip, fold forward over your left knee, placing your hand on your knee, shin or ankle, raising your right arm towards the sky. You can look towards your right thumb. Keep your spine long with energy through the crown of your head. Breathe deeply. Inhale, gently come up, turn your left heel in. Side angle pose, turn your right foot out 90 degrees, turn your left foot slightly in, bending into your right knee, so your ankle and knee is in line. Place your right forearm on top of your right knee, inhaling to raise your left arm over your head, and open your chest towards the sky. Feeling the grounding of both your feet, spiraling your chest open. Breathe deeply. Inhale, gently come up, turn your right heel in, turning your left foot out 90 degrees, bending into your left knee. Place your left forearm on top of your left knee, inhaling to raise your right arm, and keeping your chest open towards the sky. Breathe deeply. One more deep breath. Inhale, gently come up, turning your left heel in. Warrior 2, transitioning into peaceful warrior, turning your right foot out, bending into your right knee, raising your arms to shoulder level, keeping nice and open in your chest. As you turn your head to focus your gaze over your middle finger, have your right knee tracking towards the baby toe side of your right foot. Breathe deeply. Peaceful warrior, drop your left hand to your back leg, keeping a bend into that front knee. Raise your right arm towards the sky. And breathe. Inhale, gently come up, turning your right heel in. Deep breath. Turning your left foot out, bending into your left knee. Raising your arms to shoulder level. Turning your head to focus your gaze over your left middle finger. That left knee is tracking towards the baby toe side of your left foot. Lengthen those arms, keeping your chest open. And breathe. Peaceful warrior, drop your right hand to your back leg, inhaling to raise your left arm. Breathe deeply. Inhale, gently come up, turning your left heel in. Take a deep breath as you join your feet together on your mat. Tree pose, everyone's favorite pose. Starting on the right side, so turn your right foot out, 90 degrees. And from here, gently lift that right foot off the floor as high up your left leg as possible. And pressing that right foot against the inner side of your left thigh. Allowing that right hip to open out. You can have your hands together at heart center or raise them over your head. Feel that grounding into your entire left leg. Lift out of your hips. Keep your spine long with energy through the crown of your head. Remain still and breathe deeply. And gently close your right hip, extending your right leg. Take a deep breath. Turn your left foot out, rotating that left hip, and gently lift that left foot off the floor and place it as high up your right leg as possible, pressing that foot against the inner side of your right thigh. You can have your hands together at heart center or raise them over your head. Feel the grounding in that right leg. Breathe deeply. One more deep breath. Exhale, release. Closing your left hip, extending your left leg, making your way to the front of your mat. You can move your mats or your cameras. Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale, bend your knees, raising your arms. Press your knees together as you reach out through your fingertips. Keep your spine long. Breathe deeply. Remaining in chair pose, join your hands together at heart center. Sit back a bit more into your bum and twist out to the right. If you can, hooking your left elbow across your right knee. And breathe. Inhale back to center, keeping your balance. And twisting out to the left. Breathe deeply. Keeping those knees pressed together. Inhale back to center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, sending your chest forward. Exhale, palms down. Step or jump your feet back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your right foot between your palms. Keep that left leg straight and engaged. Join your hands together at heart center and twist out to the right. Keep that left leg engaged. Draw your belly button towards your spine to engage your core. Breathe deeply. Exhale, release, framing your right foot with your hands. Step your right foot back to meet your left foot, lifting your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left foot between your palms, Your left ankle and knee is in line. Your right leg is engaged. Joining your hands together at heart center, twisting out to the left, hooking your right elbow across your left knee. Feel the grounding of both your feet, particularly that right leg. Breathing deeply. Exhale, release, framing your left foot with your hands. Step your left foot back to meet your right foot, making your way to extended child's pose and taking 5 of your deepest breaths. Increasing the length of your inhales and exhales, which with each breath, slightly favoring your exhales. Gently come back up to tabletop and make your way to a lying down position on your mat with your belly resting on the floor. We'll begin the back bends with cobra pose. So place your hands flat on your mat beside your chest. On an inhale, keep your elbows tight to your body and roll your shoulders back and down your spine. On an inhale, press into your hands to lift your chest off the floor. Feel the muscles in your spine activate. Keep your chest nice and open. Breathe deeply. Exhale, release, dropping your chest down. Lowering your left cheek towards your mat. Breathe deeply. Locust pose. Gently placing the palms of both your hands flat on your mat beside your hips. Engage your quadriceps and roll your thighs inwards towards each other. Join your big toes together on your mat. Allow them to touch. And gently inhaling, lift both your feet off your mat. On an inhale, pressing into your hands to lift your chest. Breathe deeply. One more deep breath. Exhale, release. Lowering your right cheek towards your mat. Bow pose. This time, bending both your knees and drawing your heels towards your sit bones. Catching the outer edge of both your feet with your hands. This posture is about pressing your feet against your hands and then pulling back with your hands. So on an inhale, pressing your hips into the floor to lift your knees off your mat. Pressing your feet into your hands and pulling back with your hands to lift your chest. Breathe deeply. Exhale, release. Couple of deep breaths. Make your way this time to a lying down position, but your back is resting on your mat. As we move into bridge pose, your feet are hip distance apart. As you draw your heels towards your sit bones, place the palms of your hands flat on your mat beside your hips. On an inhale, pressing into your feet to lift your hips towards the ceiling. Allowing your chest to lift as you roll each vertebrae off your mat. From here, tucking your shoulder blades under your body, and you can interlock your fingers as you press your hands towards your heels, keeping your hips lifted and lifting your chest. Breathe deeply. One more deep breath. Exhale, release. We'll now move into camel pose, the peak posture of today's class. Make your way to a kneeling position on your mat. We'll start with a slightly easier version of camel, just to gently get into the posture. So place the palms of your hands on your lower back, and then prepare by pressing your feet into your mat, press your knees into your mat, and roll your thighs inwards together. From here, press your hips towards the front of the room and lift your chest. As you lift your chest, allow your back to release. And stay there for 5 deep breaths. Feeling activation in each part of your back. Exhale, release. Sitting your bum towards your heels and resting your forehead flat on your mat. A couple of deep breaths. Making your way to a kneeling position again on your mat. We'll move into a more advanced version. Again, keeping the feet engaged on the mat, keeping your knees engaged, rolling your thighs together as you press your hips forward to the front of the room. Lift your chest, keeping your hips pressed towards the front of the room, and release back. You can catch one foot and drop your hand to the other foot. Breathe deeply. After 5 breaths, exhale, release, coming into child's pose. Breathe deeply. You can gently make your way to tabletop. From tabletop, we'll do a little bit of our headstand practice just to keep the consistency. So with your hands shoulder width apart, you can drop your elbows towards your mat. From here, interlock your fingers and place the very crown of your head where your hair grows into the middle of your hand. The top of your head, the very top of your head, should be resting on your mat, not your forehead. Just allow yourself to get comfortable here. And then when you're ready, inhaling, lifting your hips towards the ceiling. You can keep weight in your elbows and the top of your head. And gently walk your feet towards your head. When you've walked your feet enough, just stay here for 5 breaths. Breathing deeply. Inhaling to walk your feet back out, dropping your knees and lifting your head. Moving into child's pose for a couple of deep breaths. We'll now move into shoulder stand. So if you'd like to roll back onto your backs. And from here, you can stay with your knees hugged towards your chest. Or if you're comfortable, you can roll onto your shoulders and lift your feet towards the ceiling. Keeping your legs as straight as possible. Breathing deeply. Keeping your legs as straight as possible. Hinge from your hips. Moving into Halasana. If your feet are still in the air, keep your hands on your lower back for support, or you can drop your feet in behind your head. If your feet are on the ground, you can interlock your fingers, tuck your shoulder blades under your body, and press your hands away from your body. Breathe deeply. Gently bend your knees and roll vertebrae by vertebrae, dropping your hips and feet onto your mat. As we move into the closing Shavasana, lying back onto your mat. giving yourself this 10 minutes to completely switch off and absorb all the benefits of your practice. Relax your toes. Relax the soles of your feet. Relax your heels. Relax your ankles, calves, backs of your knees. Relax your hamstrings. Relax your hips, feeling them open out. Relax each of your fingers. Soften the palms of your hands. Relax your wrists, forearms, elbows, upper arms. Relax your shoulders. Bring your awareness to the base of your spine. Relax each vertebrae, working your way up through your spine. Towards your neck. Relax your neck. Relax the back of your head. Relax your jaw. Relax your tongue. Feeling your tongue draw away from the roof of your mouth. Relax your lips. Feeling them slightly apart. Relax your eyes. Feeling your eyes draw towards the back of your head. Relax your eyebrows. Relax the space between your eyebrows. Soften your forehead. Relax every single hair on the top of your head. Relax your entire body, feeling the support of the earth beneath you. Relax, relax, relax. We will now move into silence for the next few minutes. Connect to your breath. If your mind begins to wander away from your breath, just bring it back to your breath without any judgment, following your inhales and exhales.